On Friday, the 26th of April 2013, the third between the Victorian Women's Football League All-Stars and the ADF. I'm Peter Holden, joined by Anthony Lawton out here. The ADF won the toss. They're wearing the blue jumpers and kicking to the right of screen. As we speak, Foster trying to pick up the ball for the ADF, got bowled over, picked up there by Mueller, trying to get it out quickly, ball on the ground, and a chance for the Victorian women to go towards the left of screen. They're kicking towards the Plenty Road end here at La Trobe Uni. Picked up there by Starcevic, trying to get the hand pass out, partially cut off, comes towards broadcast side, buck laid on, weaving through there. Denicio trying to get it out, put the head over the ball, calling for it here is Abel. That's Brittany Abel, dropped it. The umpire will pin her for dropping the ball. The first free kick going the way of the Big V, and that ends up with Weaselman.
Thanks, Peter, and a very good evening to everyone out there in the Victorian Women's Football League land. Ball 50 metres out from the Women's League goal. It's cleared, though, by the ADF going to the right of your screen as the ball edges towards the boundary line. Fierce bump there from number 7 from the VWFL All-Stars with the kick forward now. Back to the ADF, going into attack. A big long kick, about a 30-metre kick down the wing. And the mark can't be taken there by the women. And it's the ADF again on the attack. The handball there from number 1, Jessica Foster, edging the ball forward, down to their forward 50. The ball's still not in that 50 there yet. It's cleared though. And it's the VWFL women on the attack yet again. Clearing the 50, gets the kick, and the mark taken there strongly by the pink side, the VWFL.
Yes, the pink jumpers today for the VWFL All-Stars as they kick on the right, going up just over the head there of Grounds, who couldn't control it. Umpire will pay the mark. And very disappointed with that. Just the great grab from behind taken there by Rhiannon Bush. 13 there, just couldn't quite get the height to it. Long towards the centre half forward position on ground. Couldn't be picked up there by Freeman. Still on the deck, waiting for the call there as Mueller had to go and get it. Lost out. Here come the VW women, but only as far as Peter Starcevic for the ADF side. Gets on the right, high floater, high in the air. Goes towards the pack. Well done there by Carpenter. Got the hands quickly to Foster. Foster went towards centre half forward. Went past the running Thompson. Ball on the ground. And again, half-backs holding up well here for the VW women. Denicio overran the ball. First to it, though, is Schumans. Schumans had to concede some ground. Trisha Mueller overran it. The umpire says held without it. Free kicks going the way of the ADF early.
And that holding the man decision gives the ball straight back to the ADF. Get the kick away. 35-metre kick down towards the 50-metre line. Number 7 going for the ball. It's Candace Freeman running, getting some space. She manages to pick it up, but the strong tackle there from the VWF women and the tackle there from number 16. It was Imogen McKee putting that one away and drawing the holding the ball decision. She'll clear the defence for the VWF women.
A little too much on the kick there, trying to find Scolaralo. I'll get that name right sooner or later. Scaldaro. I'll get it correct. I'll tell you what, I should be penalised for each time I get that wrong. Maybe a shot, but I tell you what, I'll be very intoxicated by quarter time. Here's the kick towards the forward flank position. Fighting for it there is Freeman trying to extract the pill. Ball popped out the back there, waiting for Starcevic for another possession. Kicks him towards the hot spot, just running past Watt. Got the hand pass there. Tackle trying to be laid on by Pound, unsuccessful, but managed to create the heat. In went Foster again, and managing to pick it up there. Murphy Burke, who goes out towards the half-back flank, out of side of the ground here at La Trobe Uni. Fast onto it and swooping and weaving through traffic there is Trisha Mueller. Put it in towards the hot spot. Again, half-back holding up well for the Victorian women. In towards the middle. Green wearing the fluoro orange headband. Couldn't quite get control of it. And again, ADF seem to own that centre of the ground position. It's something that the Vic women haven't been able to get past. Thought there was a fair bump there by Brittany Abel. The umpire disagreed, and the one with a headband who's going to be easy to spot tonight is Samantha Green.
Yeah, Peter there, the umpire just throwing that one in the back. The kick away there from the VW women goes forward. 30-metre kick down the wing, and taking it away is number 10, Jane Wilsman. Gets the kick away, it's full short, no mark taken. They're still edging towards the 50. Now they go in, the inside 50 there. The ball comes out, and the umpire steps in and says too high. So the VWF women here at the La Trobe Uni, a chance on the main oval to go forward. It's a big distance out here, 50 metres out. The kick in takes it to within 25. The kick draw, gets past the pack, falls in, edging towards goal here. The ADF on the last line of defence. Getting away is number 4, and that's going to be Brittany Abel with the clear kicking, trying to rebound the defence. It comes out, 24 for the VW women. Kicks it in. Can they get the mark? No, they can't. The ball bouncing in there, taken away nicely by the team in pink, but they can't get a player on the end of it near the goals, and it's going to be cleared again by the ADF, dropping a mark there on the far side. And the kick again, VW women going into attack. No one there for them up forward, and the ball still on the rebound for the ADF. They can't get it away. The mark taken quickly there. The kick away, straight over the goal umpire's hat, just to his side. He comes in, signals the goal. Peter, did you catch who kicked that one?
Yeah, Jane Weaselman there, straight down the guts, 30 metres out, good intercept, dead-eye dick, straight through the middle, and that is the first for the Victorian Women Football League All-Stars.
And Peter, I tell you what, the VW women are really showing a lot of intensity around the ground. They've been rebounding the defence well, which is great to see, but particularly there, just the persistence, repeated efforts, and on a couple of occasions, didn't have anyone to get on the end of it, but eventually, as you mentioned, the kick from 30 out, going home strong, and first score of the night.
And they've got to be happy with that as well. First time inside 50 and getting a result from that. The ADF have gone in at least 3 or 4 times to their inside 50 with yet to come up with a result. So 1 straight 6 here for the VWFL All-Stars. The ADF team yet to score. Ball up in the middle, trying to cut through traffic there was Trisha Mueller. Was unsuccessful. Maybe Pound dropped the umpire, said got into a boot in the nick of time. Hand pass out from Starcevic, trying to keep it alive. Did well to Carpenter. Carpenter went long towards the half-forward position. 1-2 bites of the cherry. Couldn't be pulled in there by Thompson. Fighting hard for it. But again, it's the VW women who are doing okay. Howe got the hand pass away. Intercepted though by Trisha Mueller. Got it over the top to Brittany Watt. Watt went towards the hot spot. 20 metres out. Which way will this bounce? Lurking nearby is Candace Freeman. Tries to put the heat on. Beasley Rui tried to pick it up, but the boundary line beat her, and it went over the boundary line and out of bounds. Around about 25 metres out from the ADF goal, looking for their first.
And the throw in here coming from Amelia Beardmore from the ADF, from the WRFL, throwing it in nice and high. And the contest there coming off a stalemate. Both players diving on the ball, trying to get it clear. It is going to be the ADF getting away with this one. They drive the ball forward within 10 metres of the goal line. The goal umpire on the line draws touched. And it'll be the VWFL to come away with this one as they decide who's going to take the kick. The goal umpire waves off. And in this first term, we have 1 goal clear, 6 to the ADF's 1 behind. That touched call. They're giving the VW a chance to clear it. It's going to be number 12 for the team in pink. Brittany Watt to clear it. They get the kick away. And then a solid mark taken on the far side as the VW women attempt to clear 50. And here they go.
And towards the half-back flank, it's a long, accurate kick. Taking a good chest mark there is Grounds. That's Ruby Grounds with the ball. Finds herself on half-back flank. A leak stays the outer side. That's the Kingsbury drive side of the ground. Picking it up there, Brittany Abel. Swings around on the left. Went long up the line. Was trying to find support. Then Vich to try to pick it up. Does so. Gets on the left. Round the corner. Good mark taken, though. And backing back to the VW women will attack quickly towards the wing position. In the headband is Samantha Green. Got pulled down but got the ball away. So the umpire won't call hold. Will allow play to go on. In the back there. A little just sloppy on that tackle. And the ADF women once again with Amy Carpenter, who's been racking up the possessions early.
And Elizabeth Howe to take this kick from the free kick. Drives the ball forward yet again. Not inside the 50 though. In the contest just outside. The kick away from the VWFL. Hits the wing. And it's going to come straight back. ADF with the kick forward, but holding up well, the VW in defence. Clearing now on the outer wing. And Peter, you've come prepared. You brought your binoculars tonight. Me, I can learn from that. And you can maybe give us a bit of a better insight into this play on the far side.
And it's Bell. I'll give you a chop out, but it didn't go too far. Ball on the ground. Bush was coming in to try and pick up a possession. Did so. Got on the left boot quickly in towards the middle of the ground. But scooting through there, the Vic Women's players just picked it up quickly. Gone along towards the forward line. One by the cherry. Couldn't quite hold on to it. The umpire says that's a throw. You use 2 hands. I'm going to have to penalise you. And it will be a free kick to the ADF, and they will come towards the broadcast side half-back flank. Through the hands, it couldn't be controlled here. One-on-one contest. A little nudge. No, said the umpire. Murphy Burke going in for it. The head over the ball, being tackled there by Starcevic. Umpire says a little too high. That will be a free kick. And is going the way of the Vic women. And the number 4 we don't have in our team sheet.
Yeah, we do. Brittany Abel taking the kick. Going to take this free. Drives it forward yet again. Edging around the 50-metre line. Both players contesting the ball. Bit of a rough stuff there, but the umpire says play on. Keep it going. The ADF clearing the defensive 50 once again. Gets the kick away out there on the centre square, just near the corner there. A number of players, several of them, Few of them falling over in the process. And here they go. The VW women trying to fight away, but getting away with it. It's going to be number 18 for the ADF. And that's Naomi Brisbane pulling it away and competing hard there. Big solid bump there from number 10, Jane Wilsman, fighting hard for the ADF. The ball comes down, the VWFL away yet again.
Scodalaro managed to get the kick, but only far there is Carpenter, who got caught immediately. Picking up there's Crowthers, who got the hand pass free, just as being pulled down. No, said the umpire. Caught in the nick of time and spun the 360. Murphy Burke ends up with the resulting free kick. Gets on the right, Murphy Burke goes long, flying from behind there. Brisbane couldn't pull it in. Green got the headband on, got the hand pass away in the nick of time. And there's four, that might be Sir Kalakis with the ball. Takes one bounce, it bounced in front of her, got it back again. Got on the right towards the half-forward flank position. Bowled over a few in the race here. Van Newkirk is first to it, couldn't hang on to it though. On hands and knees, went back for a second bite, unlucky. Bowled over there, Bush goes in, tries to extract the ball. He does so successfully. A bit of a tunnel ball style, but successful nonetheless. Van Newkirk on her backside, can't quite hang on to it. Scooped out there by Brianna Abel, who got it towards the middle of the ground. Again, that's Crowthers who's got the ball, moved it on, trying to get the possession going. Abel in the middle of the ground, unsuccessful. And Howe for the Victorian women, only as far though as the play there in Cook, who had it momentarily, tried to kick it into the jets there of O'Neill, couldn't hang on to it. Kickle on the ground soccer style. Who's going to be first to bend over and pick up the pill? That'll be the question. Oh, crunchy tackle late on, and the umpire says G-O-N-E, gone.
And Peter, tell you what, the umpire's hot on the heel of the holding the ball decisions tonight, and this ball's just bouncing around like a ping pong. And it's going to be a matter of which midfield can gain the ascendancy. It's the ADF now going forward yet again, but playing in front strongly. Number 18 for the VWFL. And that's, can't even find it there on the sheet. Peter Starcevic taking the mark. It clears out, but it's the ADF again on the end of that. Some strong marking here from both sides. Driving forward again playing in front. Peter Starcevic can't take the mark. It falls clear. The kick is smothered by the ADF, and they're going to try and get away. The handball out. Finds number 15 for the ADF. And they're going to try and get away here. A dashing play. Trying to take her on. Gets caught. The ball knocked free. No, play on, says the umpire. No holding the ball as the ball edges towards the boundary line. The kick forward from number 2 from the ADF, A.B. Carpenter. Gets the ball in long, gets into the forward 50. They're drawing closer, but still no major score for the night. And a push in the back call from the umpire. And stepping in there is Natalie Pace, and gives the ADF a chance to get their first score of the night through potentially their number 20. And lining up to take this kick will be Kylie Wilson.
So Wilson, on a 45-degree angle, maybe about 30 metres out. Let's see if it's a capable distance. Starts to creep in, gets on the right, and it's just spewed off the side. Taken one bounce and gone over the boundary line and out of bounds. Score at the moment is Victorian Women Football League All-Stars 1 straight 6. And the ADF are one behind as the ball's come back into play. They want to take the contest with a tackle late on by Mueller, and the umpire says it's a very good tackle. I'll pay holding the ball.
And Peter, we're about 13 minutes through this first term, and as we've seen already, there's been a lot of fierce competitive acts from both sides tonight. And coming in now, the ADF a chance to get their first score of the night, their first major score. The kick is true, the kick is strong. Tricia Mueller putting it away, their first one of the night in this special ANZAC Day clash from the main oval of La Trobe University. And with that goal, Peter, I believe 1 goal straight to 1 goal 1. And the lead now going the way of the ADF, the Australian Defence Force, tonight on the main oval.
We should mention, of course, Tricia Mueller is from the Navy and is a petty officer in the Navy. And now I can say a goal kicker in this ANZAC match, getting the first for the ADF. Umpire with the ball back in the middle of the La Trobe Uni's main oval. As you said, we've ticked on to 14 minutes in this first term of this ANZAC match between the Victorian Women Football League All-Stars and the ADF women's side. And taken straight down the middle, bursting run towards the centre half forward position. Leads out towards the pocket now. It just might open up here for the ADF if they can try and get onto it. Mueller over the head of it, spin around, got on the right, long kick. This could sit well here for Jessica Foster. 2 on 1, they're coming at her, but she has to take them on. Kicks a bit of a worm better along the ground, effective nonetheless. Hand pass back, hot potato for Mueller, couldn't handle it. Freeman went back in, stopped. Brock got on the right, went towards the half-forward flank position. A little too much juice on the kick though. And a chance for the Vic women to come away, but as I speak, No one's home. Dropped there by Freeman. Slapped it on to Mueller. Mueller got on the right. Kick though intercepted. Player calls the umpire touch. Colson, it's just grabbing the ball and booting it. That's what they're doing at the moment. Unlucky, Freeman's dropped the second mark in 30 seconds. Picked up by Brittany Abel, goes towards the middle of the ground. A misjudge there. Shigio onto the ball, kicks it up towards the centre half forward position. One-on-one, waiting out the back to receive is Rhiannon Bush. Smart, decides to switch towards the broadcast side. Samantha Green is there to help. Weaving through there. Danuccio does well. Gets a little worm burner, but it gets it up the field by about 15 metres. Got numbers there with support. One of them is Van Newkirk. Ball hatched out in the favour of Abel, and she'll switch for the ADF.
And ball in the centre of the ground now, and it's the ADF trying to launch this forward ball forward yet again, but the Victorian women defence has held up very strongly. Taken out there by the pink side, and the strong tackle spills it free. ADF go forward for number 1, Jessica Foster, driving them in. The marks drop there. And spilled out yet again. The ADF really trying to push forward. They can't do it. It's stopped in their tracks by the VWFL, and the umpire blows his whistle and says, all mine, a ball up. About 50 metres out from the ADF goal. Ball tossed high. Contested by both players. Playing in front of the VWFL. Down. The ADF spun around number 20. Kylie Wilson wrapped up in the tackle that spills out. Yet again, both players want claims to this ball. They tie it up, and the umpire yet again blowing the whistle and says, it's mine. We'll ball it up, this time 55 metres out.
Danuccio unlucky, had hands on the ball, but unfortunately Tricia Mueller was not letting go. They took her with her. The umpire forced to stop and hold play. Foster tried to run by and steal it and does so. The umpire says, holding infringement. It is going the way of the Victorian women. They're down by a point at the moment as we've ticked on to around 15-16 minutes into this first term. Here on Friday Night Football, the ANZAC match, the third clash between these sides. 1 win apiece as trying to take it there, Brittany Abel. Dropped what she should have taken like a bar of soap there as Green got on the right boot. They've dropped one player back here, the ADF, but it's bowled over the person waiting for it, and Cook. Doesn't matter, had support, got back there, went up the line. Only far though is Gabrielle Pound, who pounded it in towards the forward line. That's a good kick. That's a well-weighted kick. And taking the mark, probably about 30 to 35 metres out, close to directly in front, and will be looking to give the lead back towards the Victorian women's side, is Renee McBain. And McBain, of course, from the Altona Football Club, runs in, gets on the right. That's a fair kick. That's a lovely kick. And the Victorian women are back in front. They're 2 straight 12. The Australian Defence Force women's side, they're 117.
And Peter, what the VWFL are really showing is that the persistence is really shining through. They haven't stopped in playing a direct style of play. They're not going wide. They're going through the centre, and in doing so, reaping the rewards. And if they keep that up throughout the night, there's no doubt they're going to keep those goals coming as the ball makes its way back through the centre via our boundary umpires. Of course, the ADF supplying half the panel, and the VWFL Umpires Association providing the rest in their new strip provided by Buffalo Sports and also worn by the umpires in the VFL. The ball comes in and tossed high. Both ruckmen contesting the ball. It comes down. The ADF looking to get away and try and edge the margin back again. Kicked away though by the VWFL out to a contest 50 metres out from their defensive goal. Wrapped up in the tackle. Didn't have it. The umpire says play on. The handball out coming now. It's picked up by number 13 for the VW All-Stars, Ruby Grounds, who's caught with the ball, the tackle, holding the ball, advantage play, the ball driving in long and strong. The mark can't be taken by the ADF. The mark's dropped and going through the right hand behind, and the VWFL a chance to clear and hold that lead nearing quarter time.
And that one, Beasley Ruiu just escorting it through for that minor score. So there's the long kick out. Is the mark taken there by Mueller? No, said the umpire. Ball on the deck. Here's a hurry kick, but it is off the side of the boot and will register as out of bounds on the full. 1-2, trailing 2 straight goals at the moment. So more scoring shots with the ADF, but the accuracy with the VWFL All-Stars. It's out towards now the half-forward flank as Mueller kicks it in, and that's a good mark. Clean grab taken by Emma Grant, who will line up for goal 30 metres out directly in front. Emma Grant, of course, one of the late additions to the side, I think from Bendigo that she's travelled down to play for the ADF today. And if she kicks truly, it will give the lead back to the Australian Defence Force. It's a long kick. It's just floating across the face and will register as a minus score. 1-3-9 for the ADF. The Victorian Women Football League All-Stars, 2 straight 12. It's a tight contest here, nearing quarter time in this ANZAC match.
And the VWFL trying to clear 50 once again. The long kick's a very long one. Mark nearly taken by the ADF. It's dropped. And the siren sounds on quarter time. And Peter, we do have a tight contest on our hands, but it's the VWFL with the edge.
Indeed it is, and the funny thing is you'd see, it's a 2-1, the inside 50s being dominated by the ADF, but as you pointed out earlier, it's the VWFL that are using the central corridor when they come forward. We're underway for the second turn. 2 straight 12, the VWFL All-Stars lead the Australian Defence Force 1-3-9 as you're watching via vwfl.org.au and YouTube for this ANZAC match. Both sides have won 1 apiece coming into this third annual clash. And so far it's pretty even. It's going to be hard to pick a winner at this early stage. Ball in the middle of the ground, as you can see, trying to be extracted. Waiting there was Brianna, able to try and hatch it out. Almost a throw there. Got the hand pass. It was quick, but her resulting teammate couldn't pick it up. But laid on a good bump and got it out to Carpenter. Carpenter trying to keep it forward. The ADF side in the blue, kicking towards the left of your screen, which is the Plenty Road end. Carpenter again. Got the fist in there. Good shepherding there by Thompson. Allowed her teammate to go long, but not too long. Only as far as now centre-half back for the Victorian women's side, who are wearing the pink today. Ran into trouble there. Is that almost a throw? No, said the umpire against Brisbane. Waiting for it there, Carpenter. Kept it alive. Brisbane goes back in again. Naomi Brisbane got caught, but got her kick away, and it's an okay one. A chance here to run along the broadcast side. Good kick put in there by Wilson, but only as far as the waiting player there in Vitz, who switches towards the middle of the ground. Intercepted there by Jess Blake. And Blake gets on the left. It's an okay-looking kick towards the one-on-one. Oh, brilliant grab. Beautiful pair of hands there by Rhiannon Bush, who's going to kick towards the Kingsbury Drive side of the ground. Spots up the target, and that's good play by the ADF. Hitting targets, it's very important as it comes away there by Starcevic. Starcevic on the right, 2-on-2 contest. Meeting the sandwich there was Jess Riley. Managed to hatch it out. Had support there by Rhiannon Bush. Got caught straight away. Fighting for the pill. The umpire says free kick. And that's going the way of the ADF.
And Peter, in the midst of all that, a player's gone off for the ADF. We'll get details. It looks like one of the players has done his shoulder. As they kick forward yet again, the ADF finding on the lead, a player running out about 25 metres out. Acute angle, 45-degree angle, you would say.
And I think that's Wilson again, who missed from a similar angle over on the right-hand side screen.
So a chance to really make up for that missed shot earlier tonight. The kick doesn't go the distance, and the VW again playing in front on the last lines of defence, and the ball spilling onto the ground and battling back and forth, but the kick getting away from the ADF. Didn't see who it was, but it's going through for a minus score, and the VWFL a chance to get away here in this early stages of this second term.
Emma Grant there spraying that shot, and that will mean Constantino will have the free kick and will go long on the right. Had a player leading out towards it. A great grab by Wilson. Cassie Wilson came out, led towards it, and took it on the chest beautifully. Kicks towards the one-on-one, but Foster, who's been playing well, will get a free kick for a push there by Bell. And Foster gets on the right, decides to centre it, floats out the back. Good mark there for the Victorian women. One bounce, managed to pick it up off the turf, gets on the right, trying to find Danuccio, but cutting in front is Amy Carpenter. And Carpenter, of course, a leading seaman in the Navy and co-captain today, as Carpenter gets on the right and kicks intercepted once again. They're kicking towards one-on-one contest. Russian roulette taking their chances. Taylor Danuccio won it. Got on the right as she ran down the broadcast swing in front of where both coaches' benches are over the head of green. Numbers back here with the ADF once again. They're controlling that back line well. Is the mark taken? Yes, it is. It's paid to Brianna Abel. Brianna Abel, of course, wearing the number 8. An able seaman from the Navy has kicked it towards the half-forward flank position. Freeman goes back to Foster through her hands. Fighting hard for the ball. Foster goes in. Great play. Great skill. Decided to go with a hand pass. Ignored. Then got on the right. Went longer still. Over the head there of Jess Riley. Riley got onto it. Booted up very high. Who's brave enough to get under this? The Victorian women are. They've got numbers. Flying through a punch that didn't quite stick. Bell went up towards and found Cassie Wilson.
And Cassie Wilson turns around, but her kick's smothered by number 1, Jessica Foster. The ADF a chance to win it back, and they do. If she can hold on to this, she does. She spins around. Foster driving the ball in. She can't get the kick on to the end of another one of her players. It spills out. The spoil there, drawing it away. The VWFL women away into attack. Coming onto the outer side, number 10, it's Jane Wilsman, fighting hard for the ball, driving it forward with her foot, kicking it along the ground. It's spilling into about 45 metres out, and the VWFL women really drawing in close with the ADF on the defensive lines. About 40 out from their defensive goal, just locking it in, and the umpire steps in to ball this one up, and he does. And we're away again. The VWF women really starting to push forward now, but the kick will clear away a kick there coming from the ADF, who try to push this one out, and they're wrapped up yet again. The VWFL women, some good offensive pressure and earning themselves a free.
And that's going the way there of Jess Blake. Jess Blake with the pill, decides to get on the left, puts it in towards the corridor. Green overran it. They managed to kick along the carpet to keep it alive. Tackle laid on there by Carpenter. It's a good one, wrapped her up. The umpire said no pro opportunity, and we'll call for a bounce. About 15 metres out, the Victoria women taking the right of your screen. And that's the clubroom end here. Ball brought down the ground. Good bump laid on. Putting the head over the ball, but couldn't extract it. There was Vitz. Ball close towards the boundary line, will be escorted over. Neisho seeing it out, and will throw it back in. It's currently a 3-point lead to the Victorian women, 2 straight 12, the ADF 139.
Okay, and Peter Natalie Pace tossing this ball one in, and the throw-in comes in, spilling on the 50-metre line, and the ball's coming out. Another kick along the ground. We've seen a few of those in the last couple of minutes. 50 out from the VWFL women's goal, and it's wrapped up yet again by the ADF. Really working hard, and working hard also as the VWFL women, number 18, Naomi Brisbane, earning herself the free for the hold. She drives it forward, 30 metres out now. Nearly a strong mark taken by the ADF on the defence, but it spills out. The ball again, another kick off the ground. It's becoming the theme of the night so far. The VWFL women trying to get their hands back on it. And again, the umpire blows his whistle, coming in to wrap this one up. And I'll tell you what, Peter, this forward 50 does play a lot narrower. It's going to be interesting to see if the VWFL women can get that space.
Ball up in the air. Good slap forward there by McGrath to try and keep it alive. Close towards the boundary line. Crean trying to keep it in. Had Pound there for support. Pound will try and go in again and fight for the ball up against Starcevic. He nearly went to ground. The umpire said holding. Free kick going the way there of the ADF. And the resulting free kick ending up there with number 14. And that's Kiri Walden. And Walden's kick hurried on, but was short, and Brisbane was first to it. Decided to do the soccer skills, kept it on the carpet, tries to pick it up now, no, just slapped it forward to Pound, just slapped it on the boot, put it in towards the hot spot. Breaking away there, though, is Olivia Brown, and Brown went towards the middle of the ground, but taken there by Constantino, who has it and gets on the right, straight up the corridor, flying through the pack there, couldn't quite pull it in. Scaldalero couldn't hold on to it, slapped over by Thompson, trying to keep it alive for the ADF. Intercepted though by Weaselman. Good kick. And picking up number 24, Scaldalero, who'll be kicking from directly in front. And of course, Kate Soloretto from Darebin, wearing the number 24 jumper today. Shouldn't have any problems, you'd think. Directly in front, about 15 to 20 metres out, and could put a 9-point buffer on in the early stages of this second term. The kick. It's the goal umpire do a bit of work, but says 2 pace, please. That's a goal in front of a crowd of about 250. We see a 9-point lead here, the Victorian Women's Football League All-Stars. Yet to put a blemish on the scoreboard. They're 3 straight 18. The Australian Defence Force 139 as you watch this game live via vwfl.org.au and YouTube. And
Peter, I'll tell you what, that play all starting there from Joanne Costantino for the VWFL All-Stars. The skipper with that long kick in, really set up that play. If they can get those long balls in, they're going to be dangerous all night. The field umpire stepping in to toss this one up yet again. Getting in first is the ADF, gets her hands up to a number 15, and she can't win it clear for her side. So VWFL women onto the attack yet again, but cleaning up nicely is number 8. And Brianna Abel spreads it wide with the handball and the mark taken on the centre of the ground by number 15. And the clearing kick there out for the ADF. They're away here, driving inside forward 50. The kick out is hits a VWFL player, but she can't collect it as the ball goes on the far outer side in the defensive pocket for the VWFL. as the ball's wrapped up yet again. The boundary umpire signals his hand up high. We're going to have the ball thrown in 25 metres out from the ADF goal.
Wilson seeing the ball out in this ruck contest is going to be between, it looks like Freeman and Hunter. Ball back into play. Freeman, double-handed, brought the ball to ground. Tries to go back in and extract it. Quick little shovel out if you don't mind. Just trying to wait to get on the end of it there was Walden, who spun around, kicking towards the hot spot, crashing the pack there. O'Neill couldn't quite hang on to it, trying to lay a tackle. Carpenter hatched out. There's Freeman again. Freeman's kick, good one. It was short, found O'Neill, went the required 15. And O'Neill, Cherie O'Neill will be kicking from directly in front and looking to put on the board the second of the day for the ADF. And her first. O'Neill creeps in. It's a high kick. It is across to the left. It is a minor score. Inaccurate kicking. Not doing the ADF any favours at the moment. They are 1-4-10. They trail by 8 points. The Victorian Women Football League All-Stars are 3 straight 18.
And clearing now outside of, trying to get out of the defensive 50. The VWFL women doing well, getting the mark on the outer side of the ground as they move it outside 50 now, but the mark is going to be taken by number 9 for the ADF. It's Trisha Muller marking outside 50. She plays on, says the umpire. She runs around the woman on the mark, kicks it in long, and can the mark be taken by the ADF? She can't take it. It spills free. And this one's wrapping up yet again. Another kick off the ground as the VWFL women try desperately to clear it, but the ball's taken there by the ADF, driving the kick long on the goal line. The bounce, is it a friendly one? No, it's not. And it goes to the left of the goals, minus score. And the ADF really with all the ascendancy at the moment, another chance for the VWFL to try and clear this 50 and drive the ball forward again. Our
timekeeper advises we may have missed a point and reckons now it might be 1-6-12. We'll get that clarified by the goal umpires at half time. I reckon it's a 6-point ball game. We'll have that checked out for you shortly. As the ball goes long, and it's now at centre-half forward for the ADF because Starcevic took a good grab, went towards the pack situation. It bounced and bowled over everyone. The umpire says free kick, and there was a shove in that contest, and it's going the way of Kylie Wilson, who's been unlucky so far, kicking for goal, but hopefully she might be able to turn it around this time. Wilson, wearing the 20, directly in front, creeps in, here's the kick, and it's good! Wilson puts it through for the ADF, and at the moment we may have a draw. We'll get the scores clarified at half time. We currently have 2-6-18 for the ADF, the VWFL All-Stars 3 straight 18. Finally they've got themselves level on the scoreboard here, the ADF. The question is now, can they keep it up and hit the front, or will the VWFL All-Stars hit back?
Well, that's what they've got to start doing, Peter. They've got to start converting those chances. They don't come too often, but as the left-hand side of your screen is indicating for much of the night, it's definitely the scoring end. A lot of space that side of the ground. If the sides can use that to their effect, it's going to pay good dividends right throughout the ANZAC Day evening in this game. Ball up in the middle of the ground. And again, the ADF trying to push forward yet again, and they look like they're going to do so. She can't pick it up. Wrapped up in the tackle by number 4 for the VWF All-Stars. And it's Jess Blake doing that one. A lot of players in tight here. Can they get it out? Number 2, Amy Carpenter, getting away with it. Snaps the kick, goes through the goal. And the goal umpire steps up, signals in a Peter. I think that's going to be a 6-point lead for the ADF, if our current calculations are correct. And they're going to be bringing it back in. I tell you what, there's been a real change in this one. The ADF really swinging it back and really doing it through the midfield, getting it forward and converting.
3-6-24 to 3 straight 18. And again, it's been the likes of the run. Carpenter, Foster, Bush early in the back line, Mueller as well late in that first term. The one thing about the ADF, despite their missed chances, they really do have some good run and carry. And that's what's bringing them into this game. If they can get first hands on the ball, then the centre clearances are certainly going to help. You bomb it inside your 50 so many times, the wall's got to break at some stage. Ball in the middle of the ground, tackle laid on by Mueller. It's being hashed. Will the umpire call for the whistle? Will now. And we'll have a bounce. And we are just between centre and centre-half forward. Getting to the right of screen, where the pink jumpers of the Victorian Women's Football League All-Stars, and breaking through there as Crowders did well. Buster Pack went up looking for Carpenter. She's caught in a foot race with Hunter. Carpenter gets it, gets a little hand pass away. That's good work. Long kick towards the hot spot here. Wilson got crushed. Ball on the ground. Favoured fortunately for Freeman. Trying to get it over the top. Howell is backing back there as well, and we'll see the ball over the boundary line and out of bounds. But deep in the forward pocket for the ADF, and the momentum seems to have swung their way.
Another ball to be tossed in about 15 metres out, and definitely going to be dangerous from this position. The ADF contesting it well, number 7 for the ADF. Bringing the ball down yet again, and another in-tight contest here for both sides. They get the kick away, it edges forward, the goal umpire comes in. No signal, boundary umpire calls it out of bounds on the full, and the VWFL trying desperately to clear the ball yet again on the far side.
And they were a bit unlucky there, just bounced off the chest, but they managed to get it back quickly. They do have some numbers out there if they can try and weave through traffic. I think it was Blake who just put it on the boot, went up towards the middle of the ground. Which way is it going to bounce? It went the way of Jessica Foster. Might call for the 1-2. Gets on the left, went straight down the guts. Slap forward, kept alive though, and Hunter went through, put boot to ball, indiscriminately just kicked and hope, looking for Blake, couldn't find her. Came back here from the ADF All-Stars. Bouncing, bouncing, bouncing! Goal! Well, that was an absolute beauty there for the ADF. I'll just try and pick up who kicked it there. It was a ripping kick from the outer side of the ground. And I got a feeling, I'm not sure it was Carver there on the outer side.
Yeah, I think it might have been.
And if that is, that's her second, and that was just a beauty. Just hit it with speed, hit the ball with conviction, and got the resulting goal.
Well, she's been very impressive tonight, winning the ball through the midfield. But again, Peter, we saw opportunities, making the most of them is going to be the real difference in this game down the university end. The ball tossed up in the middle, a whistle, and the free kick going the way of the ADF. Really nothing stopping this train at the moment. Goes the way of their ruckman and number 11, Kim Thompson, to take this one and drive it forward yet again. The kick's on its way. It edges towards that forward 50. Going up for the grab, number 23 for the VWF All-Stars. Alana Bell takes it, plays on quickly, gets the kick, but it's no good. Comes back out to the ADF, running with speed, gets the handball away, trying to find a way through the wall is number 9 for the ADF, and Trisha Muller drives it forward. Both players wanting a handle on that ball. They can't get away with it, but the ball spills out yet again. The ADF on the end of it, once again driving forward. Another attempt to kick it off the ground. It's no good. The ball bouncing, toppling on the deck, and it comes out yet again. The umpire letting play continue on. The VWFL trying to desperately clear this defensive 50. And the umpire there picking out a free kick. Might have been a hold, I think, but Peter, VWFL just holding on by the skin of their teeth.
Indeed they are. They need a mark and they need something. They need some system. It just seems to be breaking down at the moment. And the intensity with the ADF as Freeman tried to get it out. Here's a quick little hurry kick, really to no one in particular. Laying on the tackle there is Carpenter, absolutely ferocious. Mueller went in again, chipped towards the half-forward flank. Brianna Abel hatched it, went out the back door. Who's going to be first to it? It's just a quick little hack one off the ground, but it's effective nonetheless. Waiting back here. Oh, Bush dropped what she should have really held. Had support there, and that support was from Starcevic, who went back to Bush, who kicked towards centre half forward. Slippery ball, and Schumans couldn't quite hold it in the lights. Had to try and kick it along the ground. Ruby Grounds went in for it for the Victorian women. Couldn't quite extract the ball. Thompson there as well. Hashed out to Starcevic. Quickly put on the right boot, Starcevic, to keep it alive. Tackle laid on by Brittany Watt. Doesn't matter. It's switched and it's gone back to the VWF women. The Victorian Women's Football League All-Stars will look for Green. Green out Mark Bush, slapped it on, get it to Vitch, and Vitch trying to keep it alive, but only as far there as Murphy Burke. Murphy Burke got on the right, round the corner towards the half-forward flank. Boundary line is her friend if she can find it. Can't quite say. Oh, a bit of a shove there for Bush. Ate some grass there, going face first into that. Would not have appreciated it. And we'll get the resulting free kick.
Yeah, very much a solid push there. Good decision by the umpire. The kick coming in, 30-metre kick. And it's going to find a VWFL player, and the mark's being paid to number 24, Kate Scoladero. I think I've said that right. Scoladero. As the kick goes forward yet again. Can't get it inside 50. Dropping the mark, the ADF. Pulled down the tackle, didn't have it. A push as well. The umpire says all good. Play on. The kick away. Taken by number 23, and Alana Bell just steadies the ship there for the VWFL. Trying to wrestle the momentum back in their favour. The mark can't be taken by the ADF. Dropped yet again. Trying to be picked up by the VWF All-Stars, Bridget Caddy. And a whistle. She earns the free kick. And she has another chance to drive this ball long yet again. She goes short, tries to lay it up. The mark can't be taken. And the VWFL really trying to edge it closer, but they can't get past this wall. The ADF holding strong. This one looks like it's going to be wrapped up. A number of hands on it. The umpire steps in. And we've got a ball out 45 metres out from the VWFL goal.
The one with the helmet earlier having a kick. Bridget Caddy. Great name. Should nickname her Caddy Shack as the ball is in the middle of the ground. Caddy goes in again to try and get to possession. Couldn't do so. Ball near the boundary line. Brianna Abel is there trying to put on the heat. Scott Alero trying to pick it up. Did he get one too high? And umpire says free kick. Got the little whack across the noggin. And Scott Alero gets the resulting free kick. Gets on the right. Has a lead. Can't quite acknowledge it. The ball fell short. Picked up there. Well, Caddy gave off the little hand pass. Was effective. Here's the kick now in the hot spot. But cutting back across is Rihanna Bush, who takes the mark there for the ADF. Decides to go with a switch of play. Looking for Brittany Abel. Was bumped out of it. Numbers here with the Victorian women. But Abel went in again. Put the body on the line. Bone crunching stuff. Great effort. And saved a possible attack on goal. And that will bring up the halftime siren. Waiting for the goal umpires to confirm, but we have at this present stage the ADF is 4-6-30. The Victorian Women Football League All-Stars has 3 straight 18. Beautiful.